Hello again, YouTubers. This is Jonathan Asema back to your screens. So here we are, the end of 2020. And what I can say to that is, thank goodness. So what do I think of this year overall? Well, I'll tell you. When 2020 began, I was expecting it to be a fresh start, a new beginning, since we're at the beginning of a new decade after what we've been throughout the 2010s. That's the previous decade. However, as time went by, things started to go wrong. Yeah, when the lockdown began because of the certain virus we all know and hated, everything started going bad. Like, we had to stay indoors to keep ourselves safe, and we had to follow the rules, and we had to keep washing our hands to make sure that we don't get infected. And while some people followed the rules, others didn't and messed about, or just hoarding toilet paper and all that. At first, some people thought, well, it'll blow over, and well, it wasn't until time went by during lockdown, however, that it began to sink in that it's really, really, really serious. And I'm being honest, I thought it was gonna blow over and all, but as time went by, like I said, everything went serious and it began to sink in. And during lockdown, I could barely do any YouTube content. Now, normally, when you're at home, that's the time when you can make some YouTube, make some YouTube content, to keep yourself busy and stuff like that. However, with me, I barely made anything. Yeah, I didn't really have a clear head at the time, and I almost lost my mind. Seriously, I almost lost my mind. And it got to the point where I straight up couldn't take it anymore. And I was about to go crazy. It wasn't until the lockdown began easing up a little that I decided that it's time to clear my head. Like when the lockdown was easing, I started going out again. Like going out to eat and going out to shop. And during the summer, I did some walks with my neighbour, and I really enjoyed myself during the walks. And realization hit me of how much I've missed out while we're being cooped up inside and all. Yeah, and what else? In terms of being on the internet, normally being on the internet is the time where I could stay in touch with my friends on any social media platform, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, and most especially YouTube and Twitter. However, as time as time went on, when it comes to being on the internet, everything everything went all wildfire. Seriously, um, because waking up from breaking up from day to day, and finding finding internet drama, especially on Twitter, just waking up to it, it's just too much. And I couldn't even escape it. It's just too much to bear. And it really, really worries me. And it's not really good for my health at all. Seriously. It's not. However, as time went by, I began to make more YouTube content, catch up a little, and I think I have caught up with almost everything, almost. And I think I've been trying to get my act together. I mean, it's it's an effort, but I got there in the end. And um, then, as November rolled in, there's another lockdown. Yep, there was another lockdown. And then in September, celebrating Christmas, celebrating Christmas was different in comparison to the previous years. And you can take a guess why. I'm not even going to repeat it because, yeah, yeah, celebrating Christmas was different, but I did keep my spirits up. So, are there any positives for me throughout 2020? Well, if there are some positives, there's celebrating my 23rd birthday, celebrating my respective number of subscribers. Seriously, my sub count rocketed sky high since I've hit 3k subscribers. And what else is there? Oh yeah, um, joining in activities via Zoom calls. Yep, I've joined in Zoom chats. There's going out on walks, specifically dog walks with my neighbour. Going back to shopping, going back to eating out, and celebrating Christmas through a very tough time. And most of all, I managed to go throughout 2020 without getting sick, which is a plus. I went through 2019 without getting sick, and in 2020, I did it again. So there are some positives. Now, what do I think of this year? Overall, 2020 has clearly been an absolute hellhole. I'm not even joking when I say this. I'm very, very serious. It's a major, major hellhole. I I really don't even know what to say. Except I would like to say thank you all so much for your support this year. If it weren't for any of you, I would never have made it throughout 2020 on my own. I'd I'd be all alone and I'd have nobody to turn to. But with you guys by my side, I know that I will have a bright future ahead of me. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end this video here now. But if there were some final words to say, it's this. Just remember, no matter what happens, just keep your spirits up, show determination, and remember, no matter where you are, you'll always have each other. And when you have each other, you know you're not alone. You have friends, you have family, you have people by your side. And in spite of all the bad stuff, just know that there will be something good around the corner. You just have to wait. And that's pretty much it. Well, this is it. I'll see you all later. Until then, this is Jonathan Asema Action Pong, and I hope to see you all in 2021. Goodbye.